morning. Welcome to my daily inspiration and thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to share a few things that I've done, and the main one is the result from yesterday's blending. So yesterday what I did was I used the Metallic Enamel Effects copper with a blending brush and blended on top of this stamped image, and the stamped image is from the Changing Leaves stamp set, and then I die cut it. Okay, that worked out really good. You can see the shine in it, the copper effect. And I've done the same thing on this stamped leaf. Now, this one was stamped with Kujang Craze, and this one was stamped with the chocolate chip ink. So you can see the two different effects there. But what I also want to do today is, because I'm planning a card, so I wanted to play around a little bit with different ways we can do things. So today I'm going to colour this background with this metallic copper, but using a water brush. Okay, I want to see what the effects are there. I've got something in mind. But in the meantime, I've also made some gold. Well, it's not gold because I don't have a gold, but I pulled out my old liquid pearls in bisque, which is a goldish colour. It's a creamy gold. So I made some of those that you can see there. So let's pull them off so you can see. Let's put it on this and I'll bring it closer. Okay. Let's just do that. So you can see how gorgeous it looks. And I tried to make them round. So these ones here, they were a little bit on, let me lift it up a little bit. They're a little bit pointy when I finished them. So I made sure that these ones here, some of them are out of shape, but most of them are in shape. And I made sure that they were round. So you can see that. Okay. So it worked out really well. Let me show you on the back of that. All right, so that's that one. Okay, so let's move them out of the way. They are for use once the card's finished. And so I need to prepare ahead of time for those because they need to dry. Okay, so the goal is to paint this, okay, with this. And I want to use the water brush, okay? So water brushes have many uses, and I will go into the uses of water brushes because there are so many things you can do with a water brush. But I'm not sure whether I have shared that information or not. You need a generous amount for this because I'm covering the whole background, okay? Got my water ready. And so what I'm going to do is just dip it into there and I'm going to start. All right. So I'm not going to go heavy handed because remember, this is my background. So I don't want it to be too dark, but dark enough that it changes the color. Now I'm using the Very Vanilla cardstock, which is a Stampin' Up cardstock. It is an off-white cardstock and I absolutely love it. It looks great when using different colors like browns and so forth. So now the reason I'm using a water brush rather than just a normal brush is because it helps it move along, okay? If I was to use just the metallic enamel, then this wouldn't be moving along just as nice. So you can see it actually helps move the enamel across. And I'm hoping that once it's dry, it will still give that metallic look on it. So fingers crossed, when I come back tomorrow, that it will give that metallic look. Okay, well, it might even dry in time for me to show you today. Well, part of it may do that. So I'm going to keep going, but this is what I'm going to be showing you today. So if you don't want to keep watching, I understand because I don't last long on a video at all either, and I don't want to hold anyone up. But if you do wait, you will see the finished effect, but I will show it again tomorrow morning before I put my card together. So tomorrow I will be putting a card together with this as the background, and the leaf I did yesterday with the brush. I actually have done 2 of those now because I am preparing my layout. I've stamped a sentiment using the stamp set. Now this this embossed background is actually from the Changing Leaves embossing folder. It's a 3D embossing folder, okay, and it has a die cut that matches. So when you buy the embossing folder, the die cuts come with the embossing folder, not with the stamp set. And they are actually reduced very low at the moment. Normally, I'm going to just have I can't remember the exact price, but I've just ordered a couple of sets for customers yesterday, and reduced from like the $60 mark down to the $17, I think, from memory, that they're reduced to. So that's a fantastic savings. So if this is something that you have been looking at over the last 6-7 months, I would jump on it now, because I can't see these lasting long at that price. All right, so I need a little bit more, okay? So this is a great way to use up your liquid pearls and your metallic, what is this one called? Metallic enamel. So they are the same thing, except this one's metallic, so it's got that metallic look of it, whereas the other one's got the pearl look, okay? That's the only difference, but you can use it the same way, all right? So you can still do what I've been doing with the blending brush, and this one with the water brush. So pull it out and have a play. If you don't have a water brush, I've got a close to my heart one left in stock that I have reduced to, let me have a look what I've reduced it to. Okay, now you will see that I didn't give it a really neat finish. I want it to look like painting, so let's have a closer look here. Okay, so you can see that. But I have got one brush in stock, exactly what I'm using now. It's the medium tip, reduced to $6 if anyone wants that. Otherwise, Stampin' Up! Do sell them, and they sell them in a set of 3, so 3 different tips. This one's medium, but you can get a flat end, a fine tip, small point, and then a medium round point. So I've been using the medium round point, and I've got one left in stock for $6. So whoever messages me first can have that for $6. But otherwise, let's put this away and let that dry for a minute. Let's have a look on the page where, so Stampin' Up! Do sell it, and I'm going to move this because this is still a bit wet. I want to come back to it. Let's move this up. Okay, page 18 and 19 is where, of the annual catalogue, is where it talks about water brushes, okay? So it says that they call them water painters, okay? So they come in a set of 3 for $23, which is a really, really good price. And you can use water brushes for a number of things. But if you go to colour in with a water brush and you want to do it immediately and you want black, StazOn is the best option for you to use when you're using water brushes, because it won't bleed, okay? The ink won't bleed. But few different ways you can use a water brush. You can use it with watercolour pencils, okay? And then you colour in, and then you blend in with the water brush. You could also use a blender pen, and I'll go back to that another day because that's another option that Stampin' Up! Have. You could use a water brush to pick up ink from an ink pad, okay? So put the ink in the lid, so you know, this sort of thing. You do that, and then you should have ink on the Nope, that didn't work. Let's press a bit harder. I don't know if the old style will let me go that far down, but let's have a look. Oh, yep, that worked. Okay, and then you can pick up the ink from the ink pad like that. And then let's get a scrap piece. This is a scrap piece, and you can colour. So that's another way, okay? And the other way would be with ink refills and just jotting a little bit down on your silicone mat, like this mat here. This is dry now, so I can come back and show you, because this all will wash off. Okay, that's still a bit sticky, but that will all wash off. It might need a bit of scrubbing because it's enamel, but if you were putting ink on this, this washes off neatly. So these are about $11, $11.50, something like that. So great to have in your stash, and they're small, so folds up nice and easy. So yeah, so they're the few things that you can do with your water brush. Okay, so let's go back to have a look at this. Okay, can you see? Oh, I can see it. I'm hoping you can see the enamel, copper enamel shining on that background. So that's going to be like that, okay, on my background. And I'm going to add other things to it. So I can't wait to share that with you tomorrow. So make sure you join in to see what I'm going to create. I've got these to show another day because I've got a different technique over here. You can see there's a few different tones in that one, but that's another day's technique. But tomorrow we'll put together a card using the background that I've just done, okay? And also these leaves that I've coloured in. Good morning, Tracy. Thanks for joining me. Hi, Elaine. Thank you for joining. Hi, Jenny. I'm glad that you love playing around with this sort of thing. It's good. It's good to experiment. Kylie, good morning to you as well. Thank you so much for joining in, everyone. And I will catch you tomorrow where I put these together. Have a great day. Bye for now.